Oh, hi. Hi. I'm just paying my impost. An impost, that's what I give to the Jolly Crew. Why? Well, if I don't pay, then we won't have roads. Well, no, I mean, but if roads were private, there'd be all sorts of problems. Um, yeah, when the Jolly Crew managed food, there was a famine, but poor people wouldn't be able to use private roads, and because we're all so concerned about the poor, we need the Jolly Crew to manage roads. We're concerned about the poor, so we can't manage roads ourselves. We have to have the Jolly Crew do it. Yeah, I guess the poor did get the worst of it during the famine, but you know what? That famine was back when the impost and how much was given out was decided just by the head Jolly. Now we decide how much they take from us and how much they give out for each service. All right, it's called a democracy. See, we can choose Jolly Side A or Jolly Side B. No. Our Jolly Crew was conceived in liberty. Okay, we have a constitution, a document that the Jolly Crew says it's going to follow. Okay. The social contract. The social. Okay, you want to plug up that crap fall you call a mouth and listen for a few seconds here? All right. By living in this area, we agree to obey the Jolly Crew's rules and pay the imposts that they impose and all that stuff, and the area that the Jolly Crew claims. Oh my God! Look, you have to have a Jolly Crew, otherwise it'll be anarchy, and when it's anarchy, it's bad. Yeah, without a Jolly Crew, it's anarchy and it's chaos and it's mayhem. Okay, I learned this in school. This is what all the thinkers that I learned in education told me. No, I guess school has been kind of worthless for me. Hasn't helped me at all. Well, who runs it? Well, the Jolly Crew runs the school. The Jolly Crew pays for the school and has the curriculum. Otherwise, who knows what people will do on their own. But yeah, I know they run it, but we need these schools more than ever because functional literacy is declining. Right. It's ever since the Jolly Crew took over. Well, we need the Jolly Crew to do it because if we leave it to private hands, then the poor won't get educated and it'll be a class system. All right, without the Jolly Crew running the schools, and the poor people won't have a shot at education and won't be able to climb up the social ladder. And we give our money to the Jolly Crew, and they just deal with it. Okay, we care about the poor, so we have to have the Jolly Crew manage the schools so much. Otherwise, the poor won't get an education. Okay, you know what? Yes, you're right. Maybe not education, but healthcare. Healthcare is a lot more vital. Yes, we are more efficient in outlaying services than the Jolly Crew, but healthcare must be provided, and vagaries in the market mean death. And I mean, healthcare is so expensive, right? Right. As the Jolly Crew took over. Right, and it got more expensive as the Jolly Crew took over, but this is the price you have to pay for the poor people to get access to the education. And because we're worried about the poor so much, we must hand over our hospitals to the Jolly Crew. Okay, here's why. Corporations. Because corporations are corrupt. For example, Enron was able to lobby the Jolly Crew and get a bunch of money, and had no oversight on that loan. And so what they were able to do is they were able to stuff the pipe. Okay, look that up if you don't know what that means. They sold everything off and ruined the lives of the employees. But because it was a Jolly Crew protected corporation, it wasn't bound to honor its payments and in any way. And the corporation just went bankrupt. All the guys in the corporation just walked off with the money. Corporation was in a whole bunch of debt, but there was no one to pay it because it was a Jolly Crew protected corporation. These corporate scandals are why we need a Jolly Crew to have oversight, or how the military-industrial complex lobbies the Jolly Crew to send people to war, or how corporations will buy land from the Jolly Crew, cut down the trees, and when it's time to reseed, we'll just disband, and the Jolly Crew will force us to pay for the damages of completely stripped forests. Yeah, this is why we need a Jolly Crew. What? You'll let me think about that. Oh, okay. No, we need a Jolly Crew to limit corporate abuse because corporations are set up in a way that the members can be shielded from risk. Look, I agree with you on a lot of things, and, you know, I have a little bit of a libertarian streak. I'm an eclectic. Well, I have to pay the impost because the national debt is at $9 trillion and the annual revenues are only $3 trillion. And this imbalance means that we must borrow from the currency monopoly, which makes the value of each dollar worth less. Right. Right, the Jolly Crew ran up these debts. But you know, these debts came about in the first place because we fought a war against another Jolly Crew, and you know, it was a war. It was a war to end the wars. It was a war for freedom. Less free after. You're right. We were less free after the war. Right, but you know, it's turned into crap because we're not involved in government. Okay. That's why civic responsibility and civic duty is so important. Get involved in the government, and we can make the Jolly Crew work, okay? Back in the old days, everyone was involved. Back in the age of miracles, everyone was involved in government, and we had a good Jolly Crews back then. You saying they weren't even good back then? They were just small back then? Okay, well, apparently I'm not going to get to you, and apparently you're not going to live in the real world. You're not going to talk in the real world with me. In the real world, we need Jolly Crews. All right? In a modern society with civilized infrastructure, we need Jolly Crews. Okay? And look, end of discussion right here. If I don't pay the impost, I can get in real trouble from agents of the Jolly Crew Revenue Service. Yes. Yes. Yeah.